We'll do a very quick video to make sure, nothing actually is surprising you. We'll actually look at different segments because it kind of gives you a lot of ideas. So just to make sure the noise is good. Fine. Now, watch this. This is Bitcoin on a daily. Is there a confusion? You have to think about this. Now, if it can actually show you like, okay, watch, that was just a long wick, I'm going back up, it's good for bulls. Yeah, so that's the hope for bulls, that this thing which is happening right here in front of you happens to be a fake out. And if that's true, okay, good. But if it does not show you that, then it becomes what? It kind of shows you, okay, fine. There was something which was not looking good. I broke to the downside. I retested and got rejected. That can be showing you another corrective leg to the downside. So how would that look like? It broke to the downside. It needs to retest. So 113, 114. Yeah. And if it gets rejected there, now you go down. So what should you be looking at? You can actually take a trend line like this and see if it actually fails at that point. Because if it does, it's going to be some slippery slope kind of a thing. Now what? This is a trend line, which you can also call like a micro support. But the moment you zoom out, you kind of see like, okay, that maybe it's a micro region, but longer horizon doesn't show that as a support. Rather, you're getting closer to that. Yeah, for sure. If you just drop to 100,000, 98,000, you reach near a support territory, which is actually good, which is honestly good. Now, observe this. You're on a 3-day and your RSI is below 50. It's now 46. What do you think about it? What do you think about it? Put it at 50. Yeah. And watch, each time it came below, there was some kind of capitulation here. Whether it's here, you kind of see that. Now, it's a little bit more accurate when that happens on a weekly chart. So this is 44.45 to be precise on a weekly chart for Bitcoin, where you go into hyperbolic capitulation. I mean, it is panic mode. The fear actually goes nuts. Yeah. And that happens below 44. Good. Now, what should the price do at that time? The price should break this thing. That's the moving average on a weekly. That's a 21 exponential moving average on a weekly. So if you do break that, then come to our local support and bounce off to retest that, it can be crazy. Now, if you put that in the picture, it would look like this. If you break this, come down, that's $75,000. And then you go back up to retest that. That's like 105,000. And then get rejected. It can be a panic mode kind of a thing. Now, how low it can go, how deep it can go, we'll watch. Yeah, we'll watch, we'll observe, we'll update. But right now, the argument you need to ask yourself is, did the MACD actually confirm that I'm going down? That is important because each and every time that crossed, you know what happened. And especially when that happened with a rejection in the RSI, saying I'm not going up, each time the price went up, someone big with thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin is selling and moving out. Trouble is, you need to ask yourself if a lot of the hype guys or hype influencers are thinking, like say for example, the market is about to go parabolic. Yeah, you are about to see XRP going to $10, Ether going to $8,000, $10,000 and all. Primary question becomes like, okay, then who the hell is selling right now if the market is about to explode to the upside? So you come here, you're looking at different scenarios. Say you pick Bitcoin trade and watch which of these coins are going against Bitcoin, trying to push higher. Now, it feels like there's nothing much. So now you go to the USDT side to see, okay, which of them are actually going up. Now, one of the easy way, as I usually do, whether it's a bull market or bear market, watch which segment is doing good. Now, this is like 4%, 5% to the minimum to the downside. Now, in that region, you're like, okay, very few assets are going up. Random assets. Other than that, everything is going down. Okay. Now I go to Solana ecosystem. I see very limited ones are about 10% up. Majority looks like this. So you kind of see minus 10%, minus 15%, minus 20%, minus 30, minus 40% on that ecosystem. Do you think that's a bull market? Now, okay, fine. You go to the memcoin ecosystem. Now, watch. Again, you're watching 10%, 15%, 20% to the downside. Some of them goes parabolic to the downside. Yeah, 30, 40 in fear. Yeah, the fear is increasing. Now, when you see the majority of assets or segments inside this market showing fear, automatically that gets priced into some region. Now, yes, it is true. Every now and then there is a fake out like this, and then when it goes back into red, it happens to be a panic. Now, is it going to repeat in itself here? I don't know. But remember, SI family had an advantage because we actually talked about don't buy with leverage to the upside, thinking that the market is only going to go up, because the price action was creating this kind of a pattern. I think I even discussed about that in a few videos, right? Think about it. The price actually went to 220 region, and then it got rejected right now at 187. Now the support is coming here around 170. That's, a big drop in price action. And that's happening while the RSI is getting rejected. Now, yeah, it's on a daily. You go to the 3-day, you go to the weekly, and do you actually notice the fact that it's tapering off? The MACD is not pushing higher. The RSI is slowing down. Now, question is, slowing down at what point? That is important in my opinion. Because the moment you get rejected from there, you know how it is going to end. So now go back to the Bitcoin. If Bitcoin does something, it is going to pull everything else down. Go to the monthly chart, and if you see the monthly making a bearish engulfing candle, decide for yourself, either follow the hype influences or follow the real chart, the real data, and some common sense. Now, yes, the market all of the times does this. I saw in comment section someone saying, oh, he's, still, what was that? STD, TPD, something. Still in the fear of 2021, how he got smoked here at the top. Yeah, I lost 60% in one big 60% on a trade. Yeah, that's why I'm not doing that. I'm not falling for that shit if whales are about to repeat that. It's okay. I missed that truth. Yeah, some assets went 30%, some went 50%, some went 80%. I don't care. Because I got this ride. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm losing the upside, fine. But if it actually reverses and goes down, and it gives me an opportunity to get 50 to 80% increase in this to the downside, I'm happy. I'm looking at a longer term here because the market is showing you it's getting saturated. So stay awake, watch different segments. Obviously, watch the bigger segments like Solana chain. If you're watching into that, like the memcoin segment, when you're in there and you're like, okay, even the real world assets, if they're getting hammered, there is some kind of reason behind it. So that's one of the reasons why I say, you look at these different segments, you look at these different ideas in the market, then look at the volume. Because some people just go buy some of these assets which are pumping to the upside. And I'm like, guys, watch the volume. If the daily trading volume is very low, if the 24-hour volume is $13,000, it's very, very nuts. Just one whale can do that volatility, invite you inside, and then say bye-bye. It would actually do that. So be very careful and understand the market can go against you at any time. So be ready if you're highly levered to cut your losses the moment the market goes against you. And that's one of the things which we were doing on a shorter horizon on a live trading basis, right? As I told you guys in the last video, I put up a live trading tier just for those who are really, really honestly interested in learning the live trading, and we've been doing okay. Yeah, believe me, we've been doing okay. Now, when you learn that some of these things are comparatively much easier when you don't try to put in intelligence rather than you put in discipline and patience. So you're like, okay, fine, I have discipline, I have patience, then the market will reward you. You just have to understand the support and resistance. You don't need a magic wand. If you try to buy somewhere close to the support, obviously you'll make some profit. But yeah, it is going to be absolutely difficult to say I'm going to pick the right top. You don't have to. Yeah, in any of these regions, take profits and step out. If you want to short. And then when it comes close to the support, you take profit and step out, or you become a buyer. Because eventually it's going to go up or break this. If it breaks that, okay, you cut loss, you move out. Right? So the basics, we're going through that. We're going through live trade. I'm taking trade in front of you. If I lose, if I win, you see that because you also take the trade with me. Yeah. So if you want that, think about it. Use the link in the description. Watch the video. And if you receive value, smash the like button. I'll meet you guys in the next video. Bye for now.